Okay, how's everybody doing today? I have a quick demonstration. I've had a couple of students asking about master page issues as well as threading text boxes, so I thought I would do a quick demonstration of that. So I basically have an 8.5 by 11 InDesign document set up here. You can look at my pages panel and know that I've got 3 pages in my document. I also have my styles panel set up, and I've already got a couple of style sheets created, and hopefully you saw in the previous videos and reading material how to set up a paragraph or a character style. So those are real important when you're dealing with documents like newsletters and magazine spreads, things where you want to create consistency across several pages. But anyway, let's real quickly, if you look at the master page panel, up underneath your panels pages, you'll notice that on the right spread, I have this gray tint box here, and this could be anything. I'm just trying to use this as a demonstration, that I've got something applied to the master page. So anything you apply to the master page, any new pages that you create, if I can get in here and show, let me see if it'll show more. So if I get down here in the pages panel and I select add or create a new page, you can see that the left panel that it adds doesn't have that box applied to it, but the right spread it does. And sometimes you want to override that. And a couple of things with the master pages, I have it set up as facing pages. That way you can kind of see how the reader's going to see it. So if I look at this pages 2 to 3 spread, I can get an idea kind of how the reader's going to look at it. And same thing here. But let's say that I want to, on pages 2 and 3, I don't want this little tint box. How do you get rid of it? Well, you come over here, you can see that I can't select it. I'm clicking on it and nothing's happening. It's because I've got it applied to the master page. Well, I don't really want to go up here and edit my master page. That's one way to get rid of it, is just hit delete. And yeah, it's gone, but it's gone off of everything. If you'll notice my pages panels down here, they all updated, and it took away that completely. So if I maybe I don't want that to apply to every page, but so how do you get rid of it on a particular spread? Well, come down here to the spread, select the page that you want to override the master page items, and just with it selected, come down here and say override all master page items. Now that it lets me select that box and do anything I want with it. Doesn't affect the master. I'm just overriding what the master page has applied, or what I applied with the master page. So that's one issue that I know that kept coming up. Another one, we'll kind of ignore the master pages now for a second, but another one has to do with threading text from a PDF. So this was the kind of the newsletter that I provided that we were going to redesign. And so I just have this selected in or opened up in Acrobat, or it's actually within my browser. I can just select text like this and copy and paste, just like if it was a Word document. So come up underneath, and I'm using Chrome, and doesn't matter. I can just copy that. When I get back into InDesign, get my text tool. Let me close this panel up for a second, and I'm going to create a text box here, and I don't really know where this is going to go, and then hit paste, and it's going to flow right in there. That's what I just pasted from this document here. But as far as threading is concerned, this little red plus sign down here is telling you that InDesign's giving you a warning saying, hey, there's more information that you copied and pasted that is not being applied. And so all you have to do is select that little plus sign and then go somewhere else within the document. Sometimes a story will start out on one page and it continues somewhere else. And so just get to wherever you want that to continue, create a text box and paste, or just expand it, I should say, not paste. And you can keep expanding that, and you can see that there's still more information that is not being displayed. So I'm going to select the plus sign again and add, and you can see now we're at the end of the text information. You can see I don't have a plus sign here. If I close up that text box, you'll see that plus sign to come back, showing you that there's not enough room to show. So the beauty of flowing text boxes is, as you're tweaking, everything kind of updates. Everything is kind of connected. So you can see that this text box over here is getting, or the text information is flowing back into this text box. And you can see that we've got a little arrow here. Let's say that you can't see this reader spread. Let me take this and put it in facing pages for a second, or just deselect facing pages. So now I'm working on this page, and this little arrow down here tells me that that information is flowing somewhere else. And so you kind of have to keep up with that, and then you can see where it's flowing to. You got another arrow saying, hey, we've got information leading into that. So the beauty of all this, if let's say that I want it to flow all on this one page, I can create this text box like this, expand it, and I can go back and create a new link, and it just disregards this. Or let's say that I delete this. You saw it flow into here. I can delete all that, but it flows back into this previous text box. So again, it's just everything's kind of connected, and that's the beauty of using text boxes that flow into each other. And now I'm showing all the information here, and everything is displayed. So hopefully that clears some things up. But again, copy and pasting from the PDF. Don't place the whole PDF. Just open it up in whatever Acrobat or within the browser, and just select the text and copy it that way, and then jump back over into InDesign. Maybe I want that headline to be up here, and get my text tool and paste it in there, and there's my headline. Of course, I don't have a style created yet for that headline, but if I did, all I would have to do is come over here and click on this. So I can kind of show you that real quick. We'll set up a new style based on that. Let me jump in here where it says based on here, and go in here. I'm going to make that bold, and I'm going to tell it to be something like this, and hit OK. And so now when I apply that style, and I probably ought to do a better job of naming that, and call this like headline or something like that. But the beauty of styles is that once you have applied the style, instead of having to go through and select all this and come in under here under font and read, deciding to change whatever I'm going to change, all I got to do is really change the style. So if I want to change this, maybe I don't want that, maybe I want a sans serif font, I can just come in here and tell that, change my style to something like this, and it automatically updates. So if you think about a magazine or a bigger document where you had multiple pages, and if you applied styles and you wanted to change the style throughout the document, all you had to do was come over here and change your style, and everything that you've applied that style to would be automatically updated. Hopefully that clears up a few things, and we'll kind of go ahead and post this, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me.